welcome back to the Unraveling Soprano. I'm Heather, and today is Vlogmas Day 11. Cannot believe we're here. We only have this one and one more to go. So today, we are going to have a bunch of stuff that I have to get done today. I finished, completely not prepared. So I finished another pair of socks. Past this, I still have to block. I'm gonna block all my socks in one big thing. Because I haven't done any of this. All the socks that I haven't knitted this season, I have not blocked yet. So I still need to do that. So should I do that today? I might block the socks that I have to give out on Christmas today, and then do, because this pair of socks I don't need until New Year's, so these can wait a bit. And I think that this sock and the sock that I have to cast on today have similar colors. But anyways, so two pairs of socks, or one pair of sock, two socks, one pair. I have had coffee, so I have no excuse to be this scattered today, but this is where we are. Yeah, so this is a men's medium, and I'm pretty proud about how quickly I knit up the second sock, because I remember the first sock took me like a really long time. I think I was just distracted. And the second sock, okay, so making sure I did the enough increases for the gusset. But the second sock was very, very quick. And I've learned, I feel like my purling has gotten more consistent, because I've kind of changed the way I'm purling. I used to, so I'm a continental knitter, and so I would knit, so I pick for the knit stitch, and then for the purl stitch, I'd insert my needle and then take this hand and wrap the yarn. And I've noticed that that really messes with my thumb joint. So I know that that's probably not the proper way to purl for continental knitting. So now I just go in through the front loop and pick, and I'm able to get that motion down. So it's just so much quicker. So I think that's one of the reasons why these socks took a lot less time to do. So, but today I'm going to, so I'll block the two pairs of socks that I have to give up on Christmas, and then I need to cast on my last pair of socks. We are finish line. Last night I went ahead and I balled up 250-gram balls from a 100-gram skein. I do this because this is the only way I get, I know that not only will the socks be of the same, I can guarantee that I'm not going to use more yarn than I need, but also I will take my Swift, put the yarn on, wind one ball one way, and then I go back and find the end of the yarn that I had at the beginning. So when you cut the yarn in half and to start your ball, I go back and get that other, and I wind the other way. I find that gives me a little bit more consistent striping if it's a variegated or striped yarn. I know that there's probably a better way to do that, but especially with this kind of yarn where it's not exactly, I don't think it's self-striping. I just think it's variegated. So the variegation will, the way they dye it comes out to be a little bit more uniform. So I'm going to start this today. My hope is that I actually get these done by Christmas, because I want to get out my deep wood sweater, and I want that to be I want to wear it for New Year's, so I have to get it done. So I am, of course, putting on a deadline for myself that probably didn't need to be put on me, but we're going to try. We're going to try. I'm also very behind on my tea. Today is the 22nd, so I don't know where I left off. I left off on the 19th. So we're gonna open a bunch of teas, and I just haven't had a whole lot of time. I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately, just to get me through. And I have so much tea that I need to drink because I haven't been doing. The idea of this was to drink a cup of tea every single day, and I haven't been doing it. So day 20, ooh, decaf hazelnut sin cream. This has got decaf Ceylon tea, cinnamon, cocoa nibs, orange, natural hazelnut flavor, marigolds, natural cinnamon flavor, and natural cream. I think I might actually, this might be what I drink in a moment. Putting that aside because I had a lot of caffeine. I could do with some decaf. So now day 21. Ooh, gingerbread. All the good teas are coming at the end. So this is gingerbread. And this is black tea, natural gingerbread flavor, cinnamon, orange, and ginger. I think I'm going to really like this too. And then today is the 22nd, so this is the actual tea of the day. Rooibos Noel. Rooibos tea, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, apple pieces, apple pieces, orange, natural spicy cinnamon flavor. What's the difference between natural cinnamon flavor and natural spicy cinnamon flavor? I don't know. Rose petals, natural almond flavor, natural orange flavor. So, I have already steeped my tea, but I realize now that since it's a decaf black tea, I'm going to want some milk. So I'm going to go grab some milk and I will be right back. Ooh, interesting. Completely forgot what tea this is. Decaf hazelnut cream. Yeah. Yeah, I think that it does taste. It tastes nutty. I don't know if it tastes like hazelnut because hazelnut is not necessarily a single flavor that I consume all the time. Like, I mean, you have that hazelnut coffee creamer, but I don't really like. I mean, I do like flavored coffee creamers. I like specifically the peppermint mocha flavored coffee creamer. Pretty much the only one I really like. I don't really love hazelnut, but it's been a while since I've had it. But this is good. This is good. It's I'm glad it's decaf because Lord knows I don't need any more caffeine for today. But we are going to do some baking. So I think I found the recipe that I was going to make. Pretty positive I have the wrong ingredients. So I love an oatmeal cookie, but not an oatmeal raisin cookie. I don't have no. Mm-mm. Oatmeal raisin cookies make me sad. And if you love oatmeal raisin cookies, amazing. I love that for you. I just every single time that I eat the oatmeal raisin cookie, I think it might be an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie, and then I have immediate like upset, like immediate like disappointment. Um, but I have enough chocolate chip cookies, like regular chocolate chip cookies, and all of that. So I don't need a chocolate chip cookie. But an oatmeal cranberry cookie sounds really amazing. Like it almost might be healthy, like it's like pretending to be healthy. So I found this recipe and I'll link the recipe down below. Where? It's from Amy's Healthy Baking and it's supposedly to be, it's supposed to be a healthier version. Um, and so I bought all my supplies at Target the other day. You need instant oats, got that. Whole wheat flour, bought that. Baking powder, I'm sure I have that. We're gonna hope. Ground cinnamon, yep. Ground nutmeg, maybe. I might actually even have some nutmeg, like actual nutmeg. Does nutmeg go bad? Like when you buy the actual thing, like the nutmeg that you grind? Does that go bad? Because I think I do have a nutmeg, but I think it's like 5 years old. I think I bought it before the pandemic. Um, Back when I thought, oh yeah, I'll bake all the time. There was a period of my life where I was like, I'm gonna make all my own homemade bread. I'm gonna like make everything from scratch. And the pandemic happened, and you'd think that like I would go, yes, this is the time. That is not what I did. I went, I don't want to do anything. Survival mode. So anyways, nutmeg, salt, unsalted butter or coconut oil. I think I have unsalted butter. And if I don't have unsalted butter, I'll just omit the salt. One large egg, got that. Vanilla extract, got that. Maple syrup, got that. And then I just assumed it would be dried cranberries because I have never made anything other than cranberry sauce with fresh cranberries, but it wants you to have a half a cup of whole fresh cranberries, and I do not have that. And you want some diced. I don't have that. I always got some notes at the bottom of this recipe, like important message. Extremely important to measure both the oats and flour correctly. Oh man. Okay. I gotta measure stuff. See, this is why I'm not a great baker because, like, I am very much of the mind of just throw it all. If you haven't already noticed, I'm just like throw things at the wall and see what sticks. Like, that is like pretty much my personality, especially when it comes to making things. And this is like really particular. Okay, all right. So within the recipe, it does say if you prefer dried, substitute 1/4 cup of dried cranberries, and I highly recommend dehydrating them first. What? No, it's fine. Like I love Pinterest. I'm a big Pinterest stan, as the kids may have said 10 years ago. Um, but like I just why be fussy? Why be fussy if you're not like a chef? Like if you went to culinary school and you had to go through with I'm sure is a possibly traumatic experience going through culinary school. If culinary school is anything like music school, I'm sure there was some trauma. And you are particular about some things, pass. You have a pass. Like this is your art. I completely understand it. That you are fussy about things. Like if you have like a particular like I only use sea salt from France. Cool. Anybody who uses not sea salt not from France is not a great chef. I understand why you have. Like there's stuff to unpack. But if you are a blogger on Pinterest and you're just a normal human and you didn't go through the trauma of going through culinary school and you're like, you must do this. I'm like, what is obviously there's something else going on. But also like, don't be fussy to be fussy. People are just making stuff. And this may not be what this person's doing, but I just seem relatively fussy. I'm sure it'll be a great recipe. And if it's not, I'll let you know. Um, but yeah, I just why be fussy if you don't have to be. Like and also I think that sometimes reading things in a blog is hard to like tone. It's hard to um, figure out. And did I read the entire blog? No. Sure, I'm missing context clues. Um, so yeah. I also, and I know this is not a new revelation. I just want the recipe. I don't want the story. Just give me the recipe. If I want a story about a recipe, I'm gonna watch some sort of Food Network show or Nigella Lawson. Chef's Kids. Love her. Love her. That's when I want a story. I want it like if I want a story, I want it either in a cookbook where I can read it, or I want it in like I want to be told a story about the recipe. I don't necessarily want to read a blog because usually I'm just trying to find something to eat. I'm hungry. I'm just hungry and I don't want to read your blog. So sorry if that's what you do. It's my opinion. Ignore me. Um, we're gonna rein in the sass. I'm gonna rein as I'm talking. I'm like, oh, you're being sassy today. I'm gonna rein in that sass. I'm going to make some cookies. I'm going to knit some socks. Is there anything else I have to do today? I'm gonna clean my room, but I'm not gonna bring you along for that because that is not only is that probably not exactly what you want to see, but also I have no idea how to film that. So we're just gonna stick with cookies, socks. I might go for a walk later. I don't know if that's like just repeating content that you just don't want to see, but I might take you along with there as well. Um, if I haven't already said so, which I don't think I have, I'm wearing my must-have carton must-have cardigan by Patton's in fisherman's wool. It's great. I still like this has become like a hero piece this winter, and if it gets super cold, it's so warm. Like I did not realize. I knew fisherman's wool was warm, but like this is like you're basically walking around with like a personal heater, and it is. I find it a whole lot less itchy now that it's actually cold. I think that when I first made it, I was like, oh, it's so itchy. But it was like summer. And I feel like that I didn't realize how much that actually does like um, change the way you feel about wool is if it's really hot. The only thing that I would redo about this is I don't I don't know if I could make the buttonholes. Maybe if I blocked them more obviously, but I find myself like just completely buttoning this up all wrong all the time. But anyways, all right, so we are gonna get to baking and knitting and if I get my socks started, I might start putting my deep wood sweater onto the needles again because I took it off the needles um, to block it, and then I didn't block it. This vlog is pure chaos today. Happy Vlogmas, day 11. All right, let's get into it. See you soon. Bye. So I have already messed up the recipe. I didn't have nutmeg at all, so I just used more cinnamon. And it said for a room temperature egg and cooled butter, I put in the butter first, and I did not wait for my egg to get to room temperature. It's fine, but I'll check back in once they are all combined. All right, bye. This is what the mixture looks so far. I'm supposed to chill in a refrigerator. For 30 minutes. I'm going to put it in the freezer for like 10, and we'll see how they come out. All right, bye. Okay, so cookies are done. They did not spread. I don't know if I think I may have I was supposed to pat them down and I didn't. But they are relatively cool. We'll see how the other taste. Yeah, they're good. They are definitely, I think, the right amount of sweetness. I probably even could have put less maple syrup in than half a cup. Yeah, I could have put a little less maple syrup in just to save on the sugar. She probably added that much maple syrup because she was using fresh cranberries and I'm using sweetened. Well, I'm using the, sorry. I use the like half sweetened cranberries
But yeah, so if you use fresh cranberries, use the amount of maple syrup. If you don't use fresh cranberries, you probably can get away with using less maple syrup. But they're pretty good. I did not follow I barely followed the instructions. And they came out fine. Like she was like, you need to measure. You do need to measure, but like it doesn't have to be by weight. You can be a little they're cookies. No one's gonna die. You're gonna be fine. But yeah, so I am soaking while those were baking, I started blocking my socks. And now I'm going to start my last pair of socks. I'm probably not gonna get footage of me casting on because I put away my tripod and I don't want to get it back out. So maybe I'll just take some pictures and put it in. But yeah, I will check back with you at the end of the day. Bye. Hi everybody. I am just checking in before I start editing this vlog. I did want to let you know how much I gotten done on my first sock. Well, my last sock, but the first sock of the last sock. Look at that. I got about maybe 2 more inches before I do the gusset. So progress has been had. I did the thing. I feel like I've been very productive today. Oh my gosh, my makeup is just like coming off. But yeah, so that is Vlogmas 11 in the books. I will see you tomorrow for the next one. All right. Bye.